Hi Taurus, how are you? This video is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in Virgo season of 2020. Never forget that these messages are timeless, so if you come to it at a later date and time and you feel like there's something there for you, take it. If particular players come up and you feel like you need to reverse roles, go for it. If these messages do resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If this message does not resonate with you, check your rising sign, Moon, and Venus. And if there's nothing there for you at the end, please check out any of the other amazing YouTube readers, because one of them is going to have the message for you, okay? Taurus, I wanted to use my original deck with you today. It was calling. I'm not often inclined to use it very often anymore, but you get the original, all right? Spirit, what messages do you have for Taurus? Oh, stunning. The Sun. This is Leo energy. Okay, you see how this is a pretty grown woman. I would give her, pretty grown is a stretch, anywhere between 20 and 35, okay? It's not the image of a child here. This feels like the soul has been exalted in the sunlight, in light in general. We are living in the light right now, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, never forget that every light casts a shadow and that darkness is essential to movement. But right now, you are coming from a very positive space. And see how her face is reflected in the sun? I feel that you are seeing yourself in nature. I feel that you are seeing yourself in others. You feel connected right now. And for those Tauruses who aren't feeling incredibly positive or of the light right now, I'm drawn to her reaching toward the light in this image. Just keep working on it, okay? And that doesn't mean ignoring the negativity either. But direct your mind toward the light. Page of Wands in the reverse, crossing your path, which could be another Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. There is a message that is not coming in right now. You could be waiting to hear from a fire sign and it just doesn't seem to be happening. You could be waiting for that spark of light to enter your life and it doesn't seem to be happening. So what the Page of Wands is here to say is it might not be what you're expecting, and it may be time to think creatively about how to manifest this positivity in your life, or work on releasing the old patterns. I'm going to let you know today, Taurus. Check out Ghost of a Podcast, okay? Jessica Lanyadoo has so many messages for everybody, and today I heard her speak on manifestation and why it's a controversial topic. And she talks about how when you're in a bad space, it's not necessarily the time to manifest, but it is the time to heal and clear out. Okay, so check out her latest episode. It's the hot take on manifestation, because I think that for you that might be beneficial to hear right now. Somebody who can acknowledge the bad times as well. People like that are so very important. I also ended up putting on heart chakra music for you today too. It's opening, okay, Taurus? You're opening back up. Now, what's in the foundation for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? You have the Hermit in the reverse, Virgo, the Two of Cups in the reverse, Cancer, and the Ace of Pentacles. Fresh new beginning in your earthly realm. Okay. So, Taurus, I think that you're having a bit of trouble being completely honest. I think you're uncomfortable when you go within. That's what I see right here. There is some sort of soul contract, a partnership, soulmate, a love from your past that didn't work out. And I'm here to tell you that the reason why and the path that this put you on is for greater understanding of yourself. You lacked it at that time. And listen, at every point in our lives, every single one of us lacks that. Not at every point, excuse me, at some point in our lives, every one of us lacks that. And it's an ebb and flow. It comes and goes. But there's opportunity here for you to non-judgmentally see things clearly and come from a space of healing. Like you, the Ace of Pentacles, right? In this imagery, and this is coming from your root, there's a woman in the back, and the lighting isn't great here, but you might be able to see. There's a woman in the back who's walking past this gate, and she turns back. She just nearly missed it. And can't even, yeah, see, there's the pentacle. It's in the wreath. Be mindful about not ignoring your uncomfortable feelings, downplaying your pain here, because it's coming up for a reason. It's coming up to be healed. It's just that, much like Cancer, to be honest, when these uncomfortable feelings come up, I feel that it's seriously, it's a creative solution that's going to help you release them. It's not just going to be ABC and it's over, okay? Trust your intuition at this time. What is the past energy for Taurus? Knight of Cups in the reverse. First of all, you didn't get an apology that you desired. An apology that you probably deserved. You didn't get the love in the way that you wanted it. Let me be very clear there. You didn't get the love in the way that you wanted it. For some of you, relationships of the past could have ended because of addictions issues, whether that be you or the other person. It just wasn't stable, okay? The connection was on shaky ground. And this could be the connection to yourself as well, right? If we're not talking about a partnership with this Two of Cups in your foundation, it's the connection to yourself that needs work. And it interplays and connects to partnerships as well. When we have a greater understanding of ourselves, we can be better partners. And we can create more effective, efficient, and pure love, okay? But just know that whether it's with you or with somebody else, the pain that you experienced in your past and the apologies that didn't come, they happened so that you could connect deeper to what you need out of this life. Okay. You're beginning to realize, Taurus, that not everything is black and white. Life is incredibly nuanced, and just because you see something a certain way doesn't mean everybody else does. From your crown, Seven of Pentacles, okay, which is you. Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius. The Hierophant in the reverse. This is you, Taurus. Okay. So you've planted some seeds, yes? To be grown. And you are the sun, so your light is making it happen. What is her expression like? Very focused, just concentrating hard. Trying to hold in her worry about it too, okay? But the truth is, Taurus, as some of your thoughts and feelings about life unravel, as the black and white mentality just doesn't make sense anymore, it gets tricky to temper the storm. It's hard to find the light in bad times, absolutely. It's hard to focus on positivity when we feel like everything is falling apart. Exactly. But that is the challenge. That is part of why we are here. Spirit wants you to know, though, that the stuff's still growing, okay? Seven of Pentacles is still here in the upright. It's still, you are progressing. This is divinely guided. This change. Knight of Swords in your immediate future. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. He is in the reverse. So, for some of you, I want to be careful. I want you to be careful with how you're communicating right now. It can come off a bit abrasive. It can come off a bit thoughtless. And then there's a whole other group here who's doing away with this. You're actually getting a lot more careful with how you express yourself. Now, that's an interesting, let's get some guidance on that, because I don't know how to feel about that. Yep. Okay. The Hanged Man, Pisces. It hurts. It sucks. It's not fun. It's sacrifice in a nutshell, but it leads to enlightenment. And it is, I think some of you can be quite hurtful with your words, and most of us can, so don't take that too personally, but I mean, the message is here for you today, right? There's been thoughtless speaking, okay? You think something and you want to just say it, and you want to move forward with it with such speed and passion, intention, but it lacks intention because it happens too quickly. You understand? Be this. What is your skill, Taurus? Well, it's patience. And if you haven't learned about it yet, maybe now's the time. Also look to the blackbirds, okay? They have a message for you. Ravens, crows, grackles, you name it. King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is your fear. It's interesting. We're going to clarify it before I say... Oh, he has a bird too. Because it feels like to me, Taurus, that to some degree you fear a clear mind. You fear the clarity. And, you know, maybe because your truths about life are being undone, that clarity, that's why you fear that clarity, because you've believed something else for so long. And it's been maintained. You are a fixed sign. You're really good at that. It might be the time to learn from a mutable sign such as Pisces. You might have one coming in very slowly and thoughtfully as well, to help you learn about these sorts of transitions. External to you, the Six of Pentacles. This is you. There hasn't been, in your relationships, with the people around you, it hasn't been an equal balance of give and take. You have either been taking too much or giving too much. And it's reflected in the people who surround you as well. And I think other people around you also are kind of misguiding you, okay? I'm surprised the Four of Pentacles hasn't come up right now, because that's what's in my head right now. Holding too tightly onto resources, and the people around you do the same thing. There is a natural flow to life where it's time to give and it's time to receive. And try to work with that mentality, okay? Ooh, yeah, okay. Hope and Wish, Gemini, the Lovers. I love this one. In this deck specifically, there's statues. Interesting, right? Oh, and you have that sword right in between them. Clarity. Three of Wands. Aries. Three of Pentacles. Capricorn. And the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Here is your hope and wish. Okay. So you want the connection with yourself to be deep so that the connection with others can be just as deep. You also really desire a divine connection, and you've been waiting. You're kind of okay with waiting. You know it's coming. You'd also love for this connection with others, whether it doesn't have to be a partnership, okay? It can be friendship, it can be family. You want it to coexist in a very effective way. You want everybody to play their role, and to work together well. There could have been some unrest in your life where, like connections fell away and it wasn't your choice. To some degree, you have this desire to be less financially focused, less materially focused. Please clarify this Ten of Pentacles, because I don't know. This Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, please, Spirit. Please clarify. Five of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. Aquarius. Taurus. You don't want to stay in situations. There it is. You wish to get out of situations that aren't of this level light, of this level intention. Yes? You want it all to work well together. And that could seem very general, guys, but they're just telling me that some of these connections have been quite petty. Some of what you've been after before, focused on in other people, feelings that you desired. You're recognizing now they weren't good for you. Most likely outcome, Taurus. The Star, Aquarius. Hope. Yeah? I get the light. There we go. The star. Go ahead. Wish for it. It's yours. Optimism is on its way, okay? There's a chance here. Just look to the North Star. Maintain your focus. So with my other deck here, we're going to go through each of the signs. And if you're dealing with a specific sign, we're going to pull a message for it. And we're going to start with Aries. So if Taurus is dealing with another Aries, what is the advice? If Taurus is dealing with another Aries, what is the advice, please, Spirit? King of Cups in the reverse. Taurus, if you're dealing with another Aries, some emotions are coming to the surface now. Either you or them are not holding back emotionally any longer. This just fell out as well. The Four of Wands, this is Aries as well. You're just getting a lot more honest about what it would take for this connection to be lasting. And with your truths, okay? It's beautiful. You're creating something great together here, but it's honesty that's required. So if Taurus is dealing with another Taurus, what's the message? It is a soulmate connection, Taurus. You have been together before. Both of you have your minds to the past, and I don't even know if that's of this lifetime, but you feel that the connection is on a soulmate level. You feel that you've done this dance before. Now, what's the point of it, right? Are we closing out cycles, or are we connecting them even deeper? If Taurus is dealing with a Gemini, what's the message? Excuse me. If Taurus is dealing with a Gemini, those tinctures make me burp. If Taurus is dealing with a Gemini, what's the message? Woo! Okay, there's a lot going on if you're dealing with a Gemini. Color me surprised. If Taurus is dealing with a Gemini, can I please just have one card? What is the message? All right, we'll take two. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Gemini, there's a lot of masculine energy here at play. You have the King of Wands, you have the Emperor. Taurus, if you're dealing with a Gemini, make sure that the two of you are looking toward each other and that one doesn't have their eye on, not on the connection, quite simply. It requires you both assimilating. It requires you coming together. It feels like the two of y'all are on different levels, reflective of like somebody is that mature, like high level mature, and the other person is a little further along. So I get the idea, and these aren't even the signs that come up, but it's in these cards, right? But somebody is on a Piscean level where somebody else is on a Scorpio level, okay? If Taurus is dealing with a Cancer, what's the message? It's fantastic. The Sun. There's inner child healing happening within this connection. You make each other feel warm and cozy. It's great. If Taurus is dealing with a Leo, what's the message? There is stability here. There is caring here. There is abundance here. There is Mother Earth energy here. If Taurus is dealing with a Virgo, what's the message? If Taurus is dealing with a Virgo, the message is, it's a little bit chilly, but whatever's happening is happening for a very good reason. The decisions are being made from a space of mental clarity. It's just not super warm and fuzzy, okay? But all very pragmatic. If Taurus is dealing with a Libra, what's the message? Taurus, if you're dealing with a Libra, you're making the magic happen. Both of you have all of the elements, all of the tools at your disposal to make this shit work. Okay? If Taurus is dealing with a Scorpio, somebody is bound to feel left out in the cold here. It's unhealthy. Okay? Taurus, if you're dealing with a Sag, it's time to drop your defenses, or it's time for them to drop their defenses. You're helping each other with this, the defensiveness. It's beautiful. If Taurus is dealing with a Capricorn, it's a fucking headache. Your mind is spinning. There's too many swords. It takes up too much mental space, okay? And you're losing sleep over it. Let it go. If Taurus is dealing with an Aquarius, you or the other one has a lot of options, okay? Your Aquarius could have their mind elsewhere. Your Aquarius could be cheating, okay? If Taurus is dealing with a Pisces, things that are unseen are coming to the light. Neither one of you wants to make a decision. And you're either coming out of a place of rest within this relationship and you're trying to, right, like darkness is coming to the light, truths are being revealed, but you're having trouble making a decision because you don't know if it'll bring you peace, okay? Now, we will do Romance Angel's message. Oh, I picked up a tarot. Interesting. Death and the Five of Wands. Okay. Don't even try to prepare or practice. The transition is here. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You're going to know who that's for when you hear that message. And if it's not for you, don't make it for you. For the other ones, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Two distinct groups there, okay? Chakra message for Taurus. Okay. Facade. All right. Show the card. Facade. Solar plexus healing. Personal power. Okay. Bronze god. This isn't who I am. The bronze boy, Darnell, was young when his father died and he became the man of the family. Out for a walk one day many years later, he was mesmerized by the sight of children playing. As a child, he'd never played, and he'd hid behind a tree, crying bitterly, then quickly buried his emotions. At the end of his life, on his way to heaven, he stopped at the park and finally reclaimed the inner child that he had left behind years before. And that was Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Inner child healing. If you are unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something that you're not. Bronze God is about reclaiming your life. What have I done to heal my childhood pain? The ideas here are disassociating from yourself, reclaiming your life, and healing childhood pain, recovery, integration, and play. Imagine yourself as a child, running and taking flight. Veer off to the clouds and find a playground in the sky. Swing, slide, laugh, and if you choose, find other children to play with. Enjoy yourself, and while you are there, you will receive a message of some kind. You can ask your child self if there is anything that you need to know. A message from the moon. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. That's not too far away, okay? So at this time, you'll be ready. New moon in Scorpio. Work through those fears. You got it. Crystals are good for Taurus in Virgo season. What crystals are good for Taurus? Diamond. Shine your brightest. Set and engagement rings, tiaras, and iced out chains. This girl's best friend of gemstone is the hardest naturally occurring material on planet Earth. Diamonds are more than just status symbols encrusted on the rich. Their radiant energy clears away spiritual cloud cover so that you can bask in the purest light. Who needs it? Who doesn't? Put it wherever you'd like to bling. Use it when you've just got to keep it icy, when you want to make your intentions perfectly clear, when it's time to beam your own unique light through the darkness for all to see. Own it with diamond. Jasper. Strengthen your foundation. Jasper describes a huge variety of opaque quartz stones. From Picasso jasper, I'm going to be prolific, to Mookite jasper, I'm going to lay low and power up, to red jasper. You're going to want to move out of my way. These earthy babies help us align to our core powers. Who needs it? Air signs and city folk. Put it wherever you are when you'd rather be barefoot, pulling vibes from the earth below. Think white sand, green grass, yoga mat. Use it when you want to get back into your body after a stressful work week, a long flight, or a lit meditation session. Strengthen your foundation with Jasper. And also Tiger's Eye. Like this. Tiger's Eye. Balance your whole being. Tiger's Eye is a golden brown quartz displaying a light-reflecting optical phenomenon known as chatoyance or cat's eye that appears just below the stone's surface. Who needs it? The currently overthinking and mood-swinging, Geminis and Virgos. Put it in a string of prayer beads, hanging from your middle finger, counted during meditation along with your blessings. I might want to switch where my ring is. So use it when your thoughts are not your friends, when you're reading Jungian theories or attempting to decipher a Zen koan, when you're all roar and not enough purr, when only quantumity of mind, body, and spirit, left brain and right brain, can get you square with the universe. Balance your whole being with Tiger's Eye. And then this new one. Work Your Light Oracle deck. I love it so far, but this is going to guide you to trust your own intuition and stop looking so externally, Taurus. So what message do you have for Taurus, please? Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. As well as keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You want to read about it? So, awakening. It's an activation card. That's the suit that it falls into. So awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. You are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truths. Okay. And discovering more and more about who you are and why you incarnated. You may find that you are experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your experiences with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering and your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world, or perhaps you are being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following work your light activation. I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. So, Keepers of the Light is also an activation card. Right on, you being activated. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The Keepers of Earth acknowledge that work that you have done already and the work that you The Keepers of the Earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life for protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to get at it alone. Call upon the Keepers of the Earth to help you in your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, Taurus. That's what I have for you this month. I will see you in Libra season. I love you.